Hello and welcome everybody to the second episode here. Today we're gonna talk about the FOIL method. You'll most likely be learning this in Algebra 1, so we'll expand more on this now. So, what exactly is FOIL? Well, FOIL is taking the firsts of, let's say for the example, we're going to take the first, which is going to be the x's here. So it's going to be this times this. That's what this first and the f it means. So you're going to take the x times the x here, which will be x squared. And then you're going to take the outer two, so it's going to be x times the y here. So it's going to be plus, because there's a plus sign right here in front of the y, x plus x times the y plus, because now we're going to do the two inner ones, which is this y right here and this x. So it's going to be same thing, xy plus, you're going to take the last, so it's going to be these two y's here, plus y squared. Now we just need to simplify this whole equation here. So we go bring it down, and the final answer will be x squared plus 2xy plus y squared. So, you may be wondering why I got such an answer. Well, the difference between the multiplication and adding is, with the x's here, it's not x times x does not equal 2x. So 3 times 2 and 3 plus 2 are not the same. They are not equals, because 3 times 2 is 6, 3 plus 2 is 5. The only exception to it is 2 plus 2 and 2 times 2. They both equal 4. So, what you really need to worry about is x, the firsts of each parentheses, which is the first terms in each, and then you either add or subtract the outer, so it'll be x times the y, and then the inner two, the y and the x here, and then the last y and the y. So just to give you guys some more practice, we're gonna go over these 5 problems here. Let me just zoom in here. Alright, so going back to what we just learned for this problem, we're gonna do the FOIL. We're gonna start with f. 1 times the 3 is just 3. 1 times any number is that number. So 1 times 3 is 3. So 1 times positive 2x. Depending on what the sign is in front of the second term is what you're going to put. So since this is a plus sign, you're going to put 3 plus 2x times 1. So it's going to be 3 plus 2x. And now, that was the O that we just did. Now we're going to do the inner, or the I. So it's going to be 3x times 3. So, since there's not an x behind the second 3 here, we're just going to do the 3 times the 3, which is going to be 9. And since 3 is positive right here, we're going to do plus 3. Alright. So it's going to be 3 times 3, which is 9x. We just carried the x down without having to worry about the term here because there is absolutely no term. And then we're going to do the last, or the L, which will be the 3x times the 2x. Now with this, you'll have to do 3 times 2, which is 6, and since this sign, which you can't really see anymore, is a positive, you're going to do plus 3 times 2 is 6. X times x is x squared. Now, to put this in 8x squared plus bx plus c, which is the standard form, you'll do 6x squared plus, let's look for other common terms. So it'll be 9x plus the 2x, which will become 11x. And then we have got that, and got that. The only thing we have left is this 3 right here. So we do plus 3. So our final answer for number 1 is 6x squared plus 11x plus 3. Alright, so let's move on to this next one here. We're going to do the same thing. So, just to let you guys know, any term in front of the x, if it's just the regular x, it will always be a 1. It will always be 1x. If you need to remind yourself of that, you can just write the 1 in front of the x. So we're going to start again. So FOIL, so F, the first term in each of the parentheses, so it's going to be the x times the 10x, which will be 10x squared, and then the outer terms, which will be the x and the negative 20. Now, since there is a negative sign here, we'll not put a plus. We'll now use a minus sign. So it'll be 10x squared minus 20. Now, like I said earlier, since there's no term behind this 20 here, you just bring the x down. So it's basically x times 1. And then, since we did the 1x times 20, negative 20, we're now going to do the I in FOIL, which is the inner, negative 3 times 10x. Since there's a minus sign here, we're going to use the minus sign again. So minus 30x. And now we're going to do 3 times negative 3 times negative 20. Since it's going to be a negative times a negative, it becomes a positive. So it'll be plus 60. So let's look for common terms here. Anything in here that's x squared besides the 10x squared? Nope. So we write 10x squared. Negative 20x minus 30x is negative 50x. And then plus 60. Alright. Number 3. So, once again, it's going to be 5 times 2x, which will become 10x. 5 times the 10 becomes a positive 50. So it's going to be plus 50. And then it's going to be x times the positive 2x, which will become plus 2x squared. And then it's going to be the last two terms, which is the x and the 10. So it'll be plus 10x. So now we just simplify it and combine like terms. So it's going to be 2x squared plus the 10x here plus 10x here becomes 20x, then plus 50. Final answer for this problem is 2x squared plus 20x plus 50. Now, for these last two problems, I want you to pause and then play it again, and see if you have the right answers. Alright, here's the answer to 4. See if you got that right. You got simplified out to negative 8x squared plus 20x plus 2x minus 5 simplifies out to negative 8x squared plus 22x minus 5. In number 5, negative simplifies out to negative 6x squared plus 3xy plus 8xy minus 4y simplifies down to negative 6x squared minus 4y plus 11xy. And signing off for tonight, 50/50 Tech Area. Thank you for watching. Post questions, comments at the bottom, and make sure to like the video. Thank you and good night.